Beloved ones, my words for you today are sourced by love. As you feel this truth, you will begin to realize that what you see is not the whole picture. What you feel with your heart is what is real and perfect. Everything you touch in love will show you its true nature, and you will feel the wholeness, the love I am, being outpictured as the world of perfection and joy. The heart, beloved ones, can see this. It feels the truth. Illusions have no place in it. You are part of love's movement, the conversation of the heart and the spirit that goes on continually, that builds and joyously expands until each moment is an ecstatic experience of wonder and grace. What you feel when your heart is open is the truth. In that place of joyous acceptance, you realize that you are part of love's movement, and that all that I am is present here now, celebrating you, your perfect life. I have often said to you that you must look through the illusion of the mind's world until you feel the reality of the world of the heart. It is just as real, I promise you, beloved ones. It is only that you have been attuned to see the world that the mind creates. The heart knows otherwise. Your heart is alive to me, to my expression as your perfect love, to my goodness and to my grace. That means everything is always expanding into greater good, more love, and certainly more joy. When you greet each day with your heart open, you immediately connect to the communion of life. You are full of the conversations of love, as all love recognizes itself as my outpicturing. The world of the heart feeds you more life, brings you the abundance of love, opens you to the recognition of love as all things, and brings forth through your consciousness and your love the world of only love. The world that is the truth, beloved ones. The world that is birthing through your heart right now. When you come alive to this communion of love, you live each moment in total wonder. You begin to understand the true nature of each thing that you can come upon in your world. You begin to connect at the deepest level to the outpicturing of God as the earth, to the joyous celebration of the expansion of love, and to all the gifts that love brings to you, and as you to the world. There's much said these days about self-love and self-appreciation, but when you know deep in your heart what you are, you recognize there's no separation, there's nothing to love because you are love. And this recognition changes everything. It changes your whole perspective, helps you recognize that love's movement is rushing through your heart, and that the clearest, highest, most joyous form of life is your open-hearted awareness of the truth of God, I am. I am one thing, and all creation is sourced from love. When you recognize this truth deep within you, you realize that what you see might not be what you feel with your heart. While the mind has been trained to see a world of separation, the heart always feels the truth of only love. And thus, the heart invites you into the endless conversation of joy, the deepening of your awareness of grace, of how all life is good, expanding, and that you can expect the best, the most exceptional, the most vibrant fullness of love as your moment-to-moment experience of life. When you feel this, when you acknowledge it, when you live sourced from your heart, then this now moment is a celebration of the love that you are, of the great truth that I am one, and of oneness expressing itself as each unique energy of love becomes a living prayer of appreciation for the wondrous gift of God that is you. It is not you loving yourself as a separate identity. It is you celebrating your truth that you are sourced by love. And when you recognize this deeply with your heart, then you realize that if you feel otherwise, you are acting on false information. Because love is the only truth. The oneness of God I am, the one true expression, the magnificence of each unique expression of energy that brings depth and magnificence to the outpicturing of love. All of this is the gift of your heart. All of this is the wonder that you behold. All of this is what comes to you as the world, as your life, when you realize that you are sourced by love. When these words become your mantra, beloved ones, You will realize the deepest truth about every form of life. You will recognize that your heart is a celebration of this oneness and the mystery and gift of relationship of all the parts of this glorious matrix of love. The gifts of love I am are magnificently expressed through all movement of the love I am, through each unique strand of energy that builds the wondrous picture that manifests as the world in communion, love with love. Those things that have seemed to be separate or difficult, when experienced through the heart, become a celebration and whisper their gifts, their deepest expression of grace, showing you how to open even more to celebrate the world as a gift that truly is sourced by love. When your heart acknowledges this gift and looks deeply into life as an experience of love, the illusion falls away and you are the truth of the communion of the heart that is ever expanding, where each expression of the energy of life is acknowledged, and the whole that is created is experienced as a symphony of the perfect music of the Spirit. Each part is valuable, each part rich and alive and unique. All are moving together to create new expressions of consciousness and love. Thus the world reveals to you its beauty and its magic, the mystical communication that is the jurisdiction of the heart. In this conversation of love, you begin to know yourself, to realize that which you are, and to recognize on the deepest and most limitless level that you, too, are sourced by love. And sourced by love, beloved ones, means that you are perfect, that you are so beautiful, that your presence is stunning, that you are the awareness of the truth of God blazing forth to bless the world with new expanded life, surrounded by the conservation of nature, which holds the truth of love effortlessly and with such beauty that it takes your breath away. As you allow this love to well up from deep within and to live you, to express itself as the perfection of your being, then you recognize that you don't have to love yourself, that instead you are love, and it is impossible to do otherwise. For there is no separation at all, no separate person to love this individual expression, but instead the acknowledgement of the bursting forth of the love I am in millions of unique ways that you are acknowledging now. And that becomes your deep learning about this truth, that everything you touch and feel and see is sourced by love. If you know this deep within, with all that you are, with your whole being, won't it change how you interact with those for which the mind holds judgment? It will, because you will move right through the layers of illusion, the ideas of separation, of duality, and instead you will allow the movement of love to bring you into the world as a source of light and life and beauty. And your heart lifts you up and celebrates love's expansion, allowing your source, allowing me to be outpictured, that the divinity of all I am is acknowledged with your every breath. As you live in this awareness of being sourced by love, the vibration that you live on, the resonance of your experience changes effortlessly as you remember that you are sourced by love. Sourced by love. Allow these words to live deeply within you. Try them on whenever you encounter a new expression of life. As you resonate with this truth, you remember that you are my heart, that this song of love is singing itself into the world as you. As you allow love's perfection to fill you up, that which you see before you as the world will reflect that which you feel as your heart. Your life becomes love in movement. It becomes the gift of love's birth, not only here on earth, but throughout all creation. What you feel and see and know deep within creates for you the living waters of the truth, that you might always be refreshed, that you might always remember that being sourced by love is your true identity. It is that which you are, and you can celebrate each moment as the deepest expansion of the joy of love and the wondrous expression of truth. Sourced by love. This is what the heart remembers. It is far beyond ideas of the world birthed by the little mind. When you look right through the illusion of duality, of two powers, you realize that there is only one, and it is love. Nothing else and all else falls away as you remember that everything you touch or feel is always sourced by love. Knowing this allows your vision to align with the vibration of love and grants you the ability to feel me, to know the truth of God as the essence of your being, as the power in which you stand, as the beauty that you are, beloved ones. You are so astounding, so amazing, as you come forth whole and perfect now, as the glory of my heart. Come and celebrate with me now, and let me show you what I am, as we embrace the movement of love, seen beyond the illusion of the world into the perfection of the heart. I am with you, as I am in you. This love I am is your deepest truth, the energy by which you live, the expansion of your vision, the depth of our communion and the heights. And in this allowance of the truth of your being, you will find the experience of real joy and endless, empowering love. Beloved ones, remember that you are sourced by love. So be it.